Welcome to our new podcast, Journey to Success.
Hmm.
If you're excited to learn powerful manifestation techniques, like subscribe and share,
Yeah.
today we're taking a deep dive into the world of manifestation with insights from Bashar.
Okay.
That's a channeled entity offering a unique perspective on how our thoughts and beliefs can actually shape our reality.
Right. It's fascinating because we often think of manifestation as just positive thinking, but Bashar goes deeper, suggesting a real connection between our inner world and our external experiences.
I like that.
We'll be exploring this through a YouTube video featuring Darryl Anka channeling Bashar,
Cool.
particularly focusing on the example of manifesting a dream home.
Okay, so we're not just talking about vision boards here.
Right.
Bashar uses this example of a dream home to explain how visualization can act as a sort of permission slip to the universe.
It's like you're aligning your energy with what you desire, sending out a signal that you're ready to receive it. But what's really intriguing is that Bashar suggests the final manifestation might be even better than what you initially imagined.
That's a bold claim. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't it the whole point of visualizing to get crystal clear about what you want?
Yeah.
How could it be better than we can even conceive?
Think of it like this. You go to a restaurant and order a dish based on the description,
Okay.
but then the chef surprises you with something even more delicious than you could have anticipated.
All right.
Your physical mind has its limitations, but Bashar suggests our higher selves are connected to a wider range of possibilities.
So it's like we're setting an intention, but then allowing the universe to work its magic
Yeah,
and bring us something even more aligned with our true desires, even if it goes beyond our initial vision.
exactly. It's about trusting that the universe has a bigger picture in mind.
I like that.
Now, Bashar also addresses a common experience we might have when trying to manifest.
Oh.
Like when you're walking down the street and start picturing yourself living in different houses you pass.
Yeah.
Bashar suggests this might be our way of recognizing the validity of all choices, creating a level playing field before our genuine preference emerges.
That makes sense. It's like I do that with menus. I look at every option, even if I already know what I want.
Right.
It helps me feel more certain about my final decision.
It's that process of exploring possibilities without attachment,
Okay.
allowing your true desire to surface without any internal conflict.
Now, something I personally struggle with is having multiple passions. It feels like I'm constantly being pulled in different directions.
Yeah.
Does Bashar address this sense of feeling scattered?
Absolutely. And they offer a really refreshing perspective.
Right.
Bashar suggests that what we perceive as separate highest joys might actually be expressions of a single overarching passion.
So instead of seeing them as competing interests,
Right.
they're all interconnected facets of a core desire.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
They give an example of someone who loves painting, singing, and writing.
Okay.
On the surface, these seem like distinct passions.
Yeah.
But they all stem from a deeper desire for creative expression and communication.
That's a great way to reframe it. Instead of asking, which passion should I choose? We can ask, how can I express this core desire in various ways?
Exactly. It's about finding the unifying thread. If you're looking to manifest love, wealth, or happiness, check the description for powerful tools to help you reach your goals. Now, to illustrate how we can actively choose our reality, Bashar explores the example of a listener struggling to quit smoking.
That's something a lot of people can relate to.
Yeah.
Breaking habits can be incredibly challenging.
Correct.
What insights does Bashar offer on overcoming these hurdles?
This is where Bashar introduces a mind-bending concept called the 13th step.
Okay.
The listener honestly admits that a part of them doesn't want to quit.
Right.
And Bashar challenges this idea that we're made up of conflicting parts.
Okay.
Instead, they suggest that we are whole beings, and the desire to smoke belongs to a specific personality equation existing in its own reality.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about parallel universes here? Different versions of ourselves existing in different realities?
That's precisely what Bashar is suggesting.
Wow.
And the 13th step involves tapping into a reality where a version of you never started smoking.
Okay.
This version exists in a separate reality and doesn't experience cravings because smoking was never part of their journey.
That's a pretty wild concept. But how do we actually access this non-smoking version of ourselves? Is it like jumping between dimensions?
It might sound like science fiction, but Bashar emphasizes the power of the present moment, stating that there is only here and now.
Okay.
The past, according to Bashar, is an illusion created by the present.
So by changing our present, we can actually change our past. That's a powerful idea.
In a sense, yes. By choosing to be a non-smoker, now you create a past where you never smoked, eliminating the cravings associated with that past identity. It's about shifting your state of being to align with the reality you want to experience. It really challenges us to question the limitations we place on ourselves based on our past experiences. Bashar even uses the example of people who live long, healthy lives despite having habits that we consider unhealthy.
Oh, wow.
Their belief in their ability to thrive regardless of their choices plays a significant role in shaping their reality.
So our beliefs can override even physical circumstances. That's pretty mind-blowing.
It highlights the incredible influence our mindset has on our experience. To further illustrate this, Bashar brings up the concept of a detox. Now, they aren't necessarily recommending a physical detox, but rather using it as a metaphor for the importance of perspective.
Okay, so even something like a detox can be perceived differently depending on our state of being.
Exactly. Bashar's point is that circumstances don't matter as much as our state of being does. Whether we see a detox as a positive challenge or a dreadful experience depends entirely on our mindset.
It reminds me of that saying, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. We have so much more power to choose our experience than we often realize.
Absolutely. Bashar emphasizes that our state of being is the foundation upon which our reality is built. Now, shifting gears a bit, Bashar also addresses a listener who's having a fascinating experience with channeling.
Oh, cool.
They describe receiving information and then feeling guided to rearrange it until it clicks into place.
That sounds like a very intuitive and almost puzzle-like approach to receiving guidance. What does Bashar say about this experience?
Bashar highlights that this process isn't just about mentally refining concepts. It's about clearing energetic blockages, almost like a detox on a subtler level.
Okay.
The act of rearranging the information helps the listener align energetically with the true essence of the message.
So it's not just about understanding the information intellectually, but also about integrating it on an energetic level.
Precisely. Bashar points out that guidance operates on multiple levels, not just through our conscious minds. It can come through feelings, intuition, and even those seemingly frustrating experiences that push us to examine our beliefs and clear out any resistance.
You know, I've definitely had those aha moments after struggling to grasp a concept. It's like wrestling with it actually leads to a deeper understanding.
Those moments of frustration can be incredibly valuable for growth and expansion. Have you ever felt guided in unexpected ways, even through experiences that initially seemed challenging?
Absolutely. Sometimes it feels like the universe is pushing me in a certain direction, even if it's not the path I initially envisioned.
Bashar encourages us to be open to receiving guidance in all its forms, recognizing that it might not always come in the package we expect. Sometimes the most profound insights come from those moments that challenge our comfort zones. And this ties into a broader point that Bashar makes about holistic learning using the book The Secret as an
Always
example.
The Secret.
Yeah.
The Secret was a huge phenomenon, introducing so many people to the power of positive thinking and the law of attraction.
Right. And Bashar acknowledges its value in bringing these concepts to light, but they emphasize that instead of getting fixated on one specific method, we should embrace a more holistic approach.
Okay.
It's about integrating all the principles and perspectives into our understanding.
So it's not about choosing one technique over another, but rather seeing the bigger picture and incorporating all the tools at our disposal.
Exactly. Bashar encourages a shift from this or that to this and that
I
thinking.
love that. It's about embracing a more inclusive and integrated approach to manifestation. Instead of limiting ourselves, we can experiment and find what resonates with us personally.
It's about recognizing that we're all unique individuals, and what works for one person might not work for another. The key is to stay open to exploring different perspectives and finding what best supports our individual journey of growth and manifestation. If you're looking to manifest love, wealth, or happiness, check the description for powerful tools to help you reach your goals.
This idea of a holistic approach resonates with me much more than feeling like I have to follow one rigid path. It feels more empowering and liberating.
Absolutely. It acknowledges that we're constantly evolving and that our understanding of these concepts will deepen over time. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, and that's okay.
Now, Bashar uses some terminology that might be new to some listeners, like personality equation and total change. Can you elaborate on what these terms mean?
Of course, when Bashar talks about a personality equation, they're essentially referring to the unique set of beliefs and experiences that shape our reality in a particular dimension. It's like a blueprint that defines our perception and interactions with the world.
So if we want to experience a different reality, we need to shift our personality equation.
Precisely. And that's where the concept of total change comes in. It's not about making small adjustments to our current reality, but rather embracing a completely different version of ourselves, one that exists in a reality where the desired outcome is already true.
That sounds like a radical shift. How do we even begin to approach such a transformation?
Bashar emphasizes that this shift begins with our consciousness. It's about choosing in this present moment to identify with the version of ourselves who already embodies the desired qualities and experiences.
So it's about making a conscious choice to step into a different reality, almost like an actor taking on a new role.
Exactly. And the more we align our thoughts, feelings, and actions with this new identity, the more we draw that reality into our experience. It's a process of becoming the person we want to be, which then creates the reality we want to live in.
This deep dive has definitely stretched my brain in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It's amazing how Bashar takes these seemingly simple concepts and reveals so much depth within them.
It's not just about techniques, it's a fundamental shift in perspective. What's remarkable is how Bashar weaves together these different ideas, creating a tapestry of understanding about the nature of reality and our role as conscious creators within it.
Absolutely. So to recap what we've explored today, we started with the idea of visualization as a permission slip, sending a signal to the universe. Then we delved into the mind-blowing concept that manifestations can actually surpass our imagination, tapping into a wider spectrum of possibilities than our limited minds can grasp.
It's exciting stuff.
We also talked about the interconnectedness of our passions
Yeah.
and how those seemingly diverse interests might be expressions of a single core desire.
Right.
Then we ventured into the 13th step, and the idea of multiple realities, which challenges us to reconsider our perception of limitations and embrace the possibility of total change.
It's pretty wild.
Right. And throughout all of this, Bashar emphasizes the power of the present moment, suggesting that by shifting our state of being in the now, we can actually reshape our past and create a future aligned with our truest desires.
Exactly.
And let's not forget that holistic approach to manifestation,
Right.
moving from this or that to this and that thinking.
Right.
It's about integrating all the tools and principles available to us, creating a personalized approach that resonates with our unique energy.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's been a truly eye-opening conversation, expanding my understanding of manifestation beyond just wishful thinking.
Yeah.
It's about aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the reality we want to create, stepping into that version of ourselves who already embodies those qualities.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Bashar's teachings, I want to leave our listeners with a final thought-provoking question, something Bashar often poses. If you could shift into any version of yourself right now, who would you choose to be?
That's a powerful question.
What qualities would that version embody? What beliefs would they hold? What experiences would fill their days? And most importantly, what actions can you take starting today to align with that vision?
It all starts now.
If you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and support us for more insights on manifesting your best life. Remember, you have the power within you to shape your reality.
Yeah, you do.
Choose wisely and embrace the incredible journey of becoming the best version of yourself.